Well, it's been almost a year since a former United Airlines executive from Elmhurst disappeared.
Investigators are still trying to determine if Jake Cefolia voluntarily went off the grid or if there is foul play. In tonight's special report, Anthony Ponce has exclusive details in this case.
Police say Jake Cefolia was last seen at this Elmhurst gas station on the morning of August 7th, 2020.
911, what's the address of your emergency? I'm filing a missing persons report for my ex-husband.
His ex-wife made that 911 call the following afternoon on August 8th. That's the same day his car was found in Waterfall Glen. Elmhurst police, with the help of several other law enforcement agencies, have continued to search this forest preserve for the last year. Through a Freedom of Information request, Fox 32 News has learned investigators have searched Waterfall Glen at least 10 times since Jake Cefolia disappeared. The most recent one taking place on April 1st. That is not including several other searches of the Des Plaines River and the perimeter of Argonne Laboratory. One search involved 75 rescuers and 548 hours of manpower. Still no sign of Jake.
Law enforcement is now thinking either this person still needs to be found, but they're unlikely to be alive, or perhaps they don't want to be found.
Dr. Brianna Fox is a former FBI agent and criminology professor at the University of South Florida.
In most cases, from our research, what we're finding is when people run away or go missing, they're either running from something or running to something. It could be an abusive home environment. It could be legal troubles.
Fox 32 News has also learned Elmhurst police executed a search warrant at Cefolia's house on August 6th, the day before he disappeared. According to the report, evidence was collected and packaged. It's previously been reported that Jake was the subject of a criminal investigation by Elmhurst police.
Nobody's seen him since Thursday, and he hasn't reached out to any family members at all.
Other new details include a possible sighting of Jake at the Coeur d'Alene Golf Resort in Idaho on August 15th that was caught on tape. Elmhurst police received a call saying that he was spotted in the resort's pro shop. When they tried to confirm it was him by showing Jake's family that security footage, some thought it was him, some did not. A co-worker and friend of Jake's told police that Jake was, quote, under immense amounts of stress because he had to take a 50% pay cut with the same amount of child support to pay. And Jake, quote, was worried because he was in charge of laying off a large number of United employees due to economic downturn. Another friend told investigators that Jake did struggle with anxiety occasionally and started seeing a therapist 2 weeks before he went missing.
This far in, the case is really going to be focused on trying to put together pieces and elements that maybe they missed in the beginning or are newly identified that could help shed light.
That's where social media comes in.
Our research shows that social media is incredibly important. It's almost the new milk carton these days.
Several different Facebook pages were started following Jake's disappearance. Currently, some are more active than others.
It keeps this always being fresh in people's minds. They can add in new things. They can add in new leads and evidence, and it can help people to want to help solve this case.
That's why Fox says in many cases, family members are pleading for social media or media attention.
Most of the time, I see family members pleading for that type of attention whenever they can get it.
But that doesn't seem to be happening with this case. So far, no reward has been offered for information regarding Jake Cefolia's disappearance. When we asked the Elmhurst Police Department for an update, we were told the investigation is still open and that our request for an on-camera interview was declined, quote, out of respect for the family. A relative we contacted declined to be interviewed as well, quote, out of respect for the people involved. We also contacted the family through a private investigator they hired and received the following statement. The family of Jake Cefolia has no comment at this time regarding the search for our missing family member. We are continuing to monitor the search for Jake that is being conducted by the Elmhurst Police Department and would refer you to the EPD for any updates.
We've left him multiple texts, phone messages, emails. Nothing. Something's just absolutely not right.
And we have also learned that back in January, Elmhurst police asked the FBI if Cefolia could be added to their list of missing or kidnapped persons. According to the FOIA documents, they were told no because there was no sign of foul play. Now, if you have any information regarding this case, call the Elmhurst Police Department. Anthony Ponce, Fox 32, Chicago.